Welcome to Movie Life Crisis. Join us as we watch the best movies from 30 years ago.
Good save, friend.
Put that coffee down. We're adding a little something to this month's sales contest. First prize is a Cadillac El Dorado. Second prize is a set of steak knives. Third prize is you're fired.
The incredible cast.
Times are tight, it's tight. Pressure's just too great.
The memorable lines.
A, B, C. Always be closing.
The explosive drama.
You're hot, so you think you're the ruler of this place. You want to... Shut up!
Glengarry, Glen Ross.
They stole the leads, they stole the phones, they stole the... Oh.
When I talk to the police, I get nervous.
You know who doesn't?
Who?
Thieves.
An American masterpiece about desperation and betrayal. Glengarry, Glen Ross.
This is it.
Put the coffee down.
Hearing that, it makes it sound like, oh my goodness, Alec Baldwin's all up in this movie. And he's in the one scene. But I knew that going in.
Movie Life Crisis, Season 2, Episode 26, Glengarry, Glen Ross, featuring Alec Baldwin, who's only in 7 minutes of this 100-minute long movie, but is all over the trailer and the people talking about movies.
And that's because his scene was one of the best.
Yeah, it was great. Sorry, I'm trying to find my notes. Dude, this has nothing to do with this movie, but this week I just got like I felt like my first
heart attack.
Like hint of no. Still, hopefully I was still okay on that. Fingers crossed. My first hint of a midlife crisis. I was. I want you to tell me if you've been through anything like this. I was driving Wendy's car, and she was listening to some. I think it was maybe my Spotify daily mix. But dude, Mariah Carey, "Always Be My Baby" came on, and I just had such a clear memory of riding in college in my green Chevy Trailblazer that I bought after my Mitsubishi Montero got wrecked.
Montero.
And me and Kyle would ride around Montana with the windows down, singing Mariah Carey at the top of our lungs. And for the first time ever, that seemed like so long ago.
It was long ago.
Yes, it was.
Super long ago.
But it never had felt like that to me before until just this moment. I think having a kid did that. It's his fault.
Yeah, it's totally his fault. And also, I don't get that way until it's really like a big change. Like, for instance, I was trying to explain to my kids that you had a CD player in your truck that you could pick whether the lights and the numbers were green or the lights and the numbers were orange. And that was the brand new hotness for a while. And they're like, what are you talking about? I was like, it was just digital numbers. Like, you want to know why I know that Will You Be There with Michael Jackson doesn't get good until a minute 14 in? It's because we already listened to it 1,000 times and we knew just fast forward to a minute 14 because that's where he comes in with the hold me like a pair of Jordans. So like we saw the numbers. You guys don't even know what track this is on the CD.
Yeah.
Like you don't even know what track it is on the album. When I do stuff like that, I'm like, yeah. Oh, these dreaming eyes of mine, D'Angelo. I bought this single, CD single at the Exxon by St. Thomas, rode in JT's gray truck, and we parked at the mall to wait for Biggin so he could get in the car, and we all went to the movies, but I can't remember what we went and saw. It's like, oh man, I remember that. Jake's like, what's wrong with you? It's like, oh, I don't know. That was a long time ago.
Dude, a super long time ago, I was talking to a buddy of mine about science fiction books, and he sent me some stuff, and it was some TikTok of like, here's all the best science fiction series. And I was going like, yeah, I've read a bunch of those. I'm like, I never really liked the Hyperion series by Dan Simmons. I'm like, but I read it a couple of years ago. Maybe I should read it again. And then I texted him like 2 minutes later. I was like, by a couple of years ago, I mean, in college.
Yeah, a long time ago.
So 20 years ago, 20.
Yeah, that's a long time.
A couple decades ago.
Long time.
And he was like, maybe should give it another look. I was like, yeah, I'll try that again.
Yeah.
But dude, I didn't care about turning 30. I didn't care about turning 40 for whatever reason. Always Be My Baby. Like 2 days ago, I was like, oh my God, this was so freaking long ago.
Yeah.
We'll never be that young again. I'm going to put on Fields of Gold.
How do you think Mariah Carey feels?
Well, it's Christmas season. She's making bank. I think she feels great.
Yeah. She's drying her eyes with $100 bills.
Yeah, she's doing just fine.
Yeah.
So the whole point is that bears in no way on this episode other than that all this shit happened a long time ago too, and why not talk about it?
Right. Exactly.
So this is Glengarry Glen Ross, a movie that I had never seen.
Really?
No.
Had you ever seen the scene though that we keep talking about with Alec Baldwin? You knew
I've watched the whole scene, Coffees for Closers, the whole 7 minutes a couple times. Like for 15 years, I've been aware of. I have seen that.
Right. Because there's a lot of references.
I hadn't seen the rest of it. Yeah. Dude, there's so many references. The whole like, if you sell good, you win a set of steak knives. I've seen that like in 15 different places.
Right. Yeah.
Like even that. I don't know. I almost had to do the John Lovitz rules from League of Their Own and disqualify that scene from the quotes section because so many quotes. But the whole movie's kind of that way, man. The scenes and the quotes are kind of all like the quotes make the scene or whatever.
Yeah, and because it was originally a play, man, and they're all just like fast paced, cutting each other off. It's quick.
It's great. David Mamet wrote the play and then wrote the screenplay. Won a Pulitzer for the play, and he's like renowned for his dialogue. And it's so good. They're doing the like thing where they're talking over each other and they're going real back and forth super fast. And like one guy walks past another guy and the other guy's having a conversation with a third guy and the camera just stays.
Yeah, it was good. I liked it.
Like, a lot of stuff that I hadn't seen that people are like, dude, Reservoir Dogs is amazing. And I watch it and I go, hey, it was good. Yeah, it was fine.
Yeah.
But this, I was like, dude, I'm glad I watched this. This was really good.
Yeah. This is the third or fourth time I've seen it. So but I was looking for different stuff this time, and I still liked it, even though I was trying to pick it apart.
But anyway, second to last movie of season 2, 1992. We got one more movie left, and then we'll do our year in review wrap up, where we'll talk about from the whole year what were our favorite quotes, our favorite characters, our favorite scenes.
Yeah.
Opinions the other person had that made us angry, jokes that we wish we would have made, things that we screwed up.
What episode number is this?
This is 26.
20. Wow, I can't believe 26.
26, I can't
already.
believe.
Wow.
It just flies by.
Wow.
The days are long, but the years are short when you're doing a podcast. That's what people say.
5 Bs for a quarter, you'd say. Yeah, cool.
Yeah, dude, give us a synopsis.
An examination of behind the scenes at a real estate office.
Ed Harris said in his Inside the Actors Studio appearance that this movie was so profane that the cast called it Death of a F***ing Salesman.
Yeah, that's a fantastic name.
Didn't do that well. $12 million budget, opened to like a $10.7 million domestic gross. Didn't go internationally at all. I don't think it had a real wide release, but was like critically acclaimed immediately, but never really made a lot of money.
This is my question. I don't know that much about real estate and all that. You guys know way more than me. How accurate? Like, is this? Did Wendy watch it with you?
She was gonna, and then I started at 7:20, and she went to bed.
Yeah, I don't.
So, I don't think this is. I don't know. Maybe in the 80s, like for real estate developers, this was how it was. But this to me was more like a high pressure direct sales.
Yeah.
Like a Wall Street or a Boiler Room.
Yeah.
Like that kind of movie. No part of real estate I've ever been involved in is the thing where it's like, I'm going to high pressure sales these old people who like one time filled out a comment card and I'm going to keep going at them for like years and years.
That's god awful.
I mean, I guess like maybe timeshares are kind of like that, but yeah.
I don't want to sell those either.
No.
Yeah, I just didn't know. I mean, I know like at a certain point, real estate's just selling itself. You're just like, yeah, I'm just the go-between between these two people. And like, this is what's for sale. This is how much they're asking. Maybe I can get them to come down a little bit because of blank. I just didn't think it was like, you had to like trick them. And it's like, yeah, I'm calling you about your prize that you won. Yeah, no problem. Let me pull you up right here and see. Like, that sounds horrible.
Mortgage rates in the 1980s were 17% at one point in time.
Jeez.
And like everyone was underwater on everything. So maybe things were a lot more high pressure. But yeah, no one never came and knocked on my door and was like, I got a property that you want to see right this minute.
Yeah.
Like I get people texting me all the time going, hey, John, would you like to sell whatever?
John.
And I text them back, off, or I just block them. But it's never been like people trying to sneak in the door and like hard sell me like they're selling vacuum cleaners or encyclopedias.
2 things. One, I like how you can already tell that they're not somebody you want to talk to, but because they call you John.
Yeah.
And second of all, I like how we're embracing how profane this movie is, and we're just already dropping F-bombs, just letting them fly.
I know I'm trying to be. I think I'm getting worse as the episodes go along because it used to be like I'd maybe slip up once or twice and I would beep one, I would cut one out, and now I'm cutting out like 7 F-bombs an episode. And this movie, there's several hundred, and I feel sure that there's
138, by the way.
Thank you. I figured.
F-words.
And dude, and that's the F words is the tip of the iceberg. It's freaking gay slurs and like people dog cussing each other. And
yeah.
All right, we're getting way ahead of ourselves.
Yeah.
But I want to quickly say how much I thoroughly enjoyed all of the salesmen dog cussing their boss and then walking right out the door. I don't know why. I just that was
it was fun.
I really liked it.
Yeah, it's because everybody's always wanted to do that.
Anyway, this thing almost broke even, but really didn't. But then became like kind of a critical darling and did well on video.
Cult classic.
Got a Criterion Collection DVD. You know, people write. I found an article in Vanity Fair for the 30th anniversary that came out 6 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Awards.
Yeah, there's a few. Best Supporting Actor at the 2020 Awards, Alec Baldwin and Jack Lemmon both won, and they tied, whatever that means. Best Cast Ensemble at the Circuit Community Awards. The Hoboken Auto Trader said 2 thumbs up.
Yeah.
National Board of Reviews, Jack Lemmon, Best Actor. Best Actor, Alan Arkin, Alec Baldwin, Ed Harris, Jack Lemmon, Al Pacino, Jonathan Pryce, and all won. They all tied. All of them won, which is stupid. And then the Venice International Film Festival, Jack Lemmon won. So Jack Lemmon is the one that won most of the awards, which I could see.
So, and real quick, this cast is incredible. One of the cast members is played by an actor who's shown himself to be such a next level terrible person that we don't even want to mention him by name.
Good call.
Let's just say, without getting too specific, that he has over 30 sexual assault allegations against him. Many from victims who were children when the assaults are alleged to have taken place.
Right.
So without giving him away, let's just refer to him as Verbal Kent and say he was great in that movie. It came out in the late 90s. Let's pretend its name was Canadian Cutie.
Yes.
He won an Oscar for that role. And people also really liked his Netflix show, Apartment of Dice.
Right. Nice.
And we don't know how to handle this, honestly. We talked about this when we did the Under Siege earlier this season with Steven Seagal. A lot of people who make art are shitty people. A lot of people in real life are shitty people.
Yeah.
We want to still talk about the art. I pretty much guarantee we'll do every Tom Cruise movie of the 90s, except maybe for Magnolia. So, I mean, there's no like hard and fast rules about this. But this particular person, the weight and magnitude of the accusations are such that I just really don't want his name in my mouth. And I think some stuff is so serious that even a stupid little podcast like this should not ignore it.
I'm totally with you. I don't understand how it went on for so. I mean, I do understand how it went on for so long, but it was crazy.
And lawsuits are still in play, and the guy's still getting work. But
which is weird to me.
Yeah, super weird.
I don't get that. But there's a whole bunch of stuff I don't get.
But in any case, this cast is incredible. One of the cast members we will not be naming. We'll just call him Verbal Kent, and people probably know.
Yeah.
Sequel spinoffs. I didn't find anything for this other than this. This movie itself was a spinoff of a play,
right?
Which won a Pulitzer.
That's what I was going to say. A Pulitzer prize-winning play from '84. But I did want to mention because when I was looking up different stuff for this, there's a Glengarry Glen Christmas elf motivation where Alec Baldwin comes out as the head elf. And he's like, put the cocoa down. Cocoa is for cobblers. Like, does the whole thing. It's like Seth Meyers.
Saturday Night Live,
yeah. It's like Seth Meyers and I don't know what's the other people that were out there. The best part too, he does the A, B, C. Always A, always B, B, C, closing, cobbling, A, C, cobbling.
Yeah.
He messes it up. Everybody lost it. I thought it was great. You should, if you haven't seen it, you should watch it.
That sketch is on YouTube. Seth Meyers wrote it, and Alec Baldwin said, he's hosted Saturday Night Live a bunch of times, and he's been on it a million times. And he said Seth pitched it to him, and Seth was like, I know you don't like to parody this, but just, give it a read and tell me what you think. And Alec's like, of all the times I've been pitched to do a parody of this movie, this is the only one that's been funny.
Nice.
And they did it. And I think it was the director said, because the movie didn't do well,
right,
which in Hollywood's all anyone cares about.
Right.
And this Saturday Night Live sketch happened like 12 years later.
Right.
And he was like, I couldn't believe that it worked. I didn't think anyone would get the reference.
Yeah.
And he said that was kind of when it soaked in. I was like, this movie actually really did get deep into the culture in a way that you wouldn't have thought, given that it made $10.7 million.
Dude, I thought it was great. When he was like, and first prize is a brand new toboggan. Second prize, this pack of candy canes. I was like, oh man, it's great. It was super funny.
And like in 30 Rock, when they do Tracy does the movies with Kim Jong.
Yeah.
And it's like, come with me, black partner, coffee for closers. Like,
yeah,
I knew what that movie was referencing, but
Right.
I don't think I ever connected in 30 Rock that was actually Alec Baldwin's
yeah.
monologue.
Yeah.
Like, it's been around so many times.
And I was trying to tell the kids because they've seen Boss Baby, who is played by Alec Baldwin.
Yeah.
And he's trying to get the kids together to try to take down Puppy Core and all this other stuff. And the kid picks up a cookie and he's like, put the cookie down. Cookies are for closers. And I was like, oh man, he's killing it. It's fantastic. I liked it a lot.
All right. Do you remember when you first saw this?
So the clip that we're talking about, I've seen more than one time. And I think I maybe saw that clip edited and played on something that I was watching one night with like my dad, like, hey, these are really great scenes of something we're watching on like TBS or something. And it was like heavily edited. But this is one of the ones I bought in the 550 bin, 1-bedroom apartment. I could watch whatever I wanted, and I picked this. I don't have to watch what somebody else wants, and no subtitles. Don't have to pause it. It was great. And I remember watching it there and going, whoa, that was really, really good. I liked it. So it was definitely in my, when I saw it for the first time, it was once I moved out and lived by myself.
Nice. So that would have been like 10 years after this movie came out.
Yeah, about that. What about you? Last week?
Yes, literally a couple days ago.
Nice.
I will definitely watch it again because it flew by and I was like, man, this thing's so good. I feel like I could watch it 3 or 4 more times because people were saying awesome stuff that I missed because it just happened that fast.
That's what I was going to say. That was the biggest. I don't know if it's because now, like we talked about, we got kids, we got shit we got to do, we got to get it going. But the hour and 40 minutes was the perfect time for me. Like it blew by.
All right, what's your rating for this?
Hour 40. That's a big plus. So it bumped it up there. It was well acted, fast paced. It was funny, even though I was laughing at parts and I was like, I don't even know if I was supposed to laugh. It felt like there was nothing else going on but that thing. Did you notice there was like hardly any other characters? There's no like people walking around like extras or shit like that.
The whole movie's 6 people and there aren't even any background actors.
Right, that's what I'm saying. And that it drew me in and it felt weird and I liked it. So I gave it 8 chimney dogs.
Yeah, man, I totally agree. I got 8.5.
Nice.
I started at 8 and then the more I thought back on it, I was like, I really, for a first time watch, that's it. I'm surprised at that rating, but man, it was so tight. The pacing was incredible. And dude, it takes place over a 12-hour period. There really are only 2 sets.
Right.
There's the office and there's the Chinese restaurant.
Right.
And there's 5 or 6 characters and 2 sets in a 12-hour time period. I don't know how that was so interesting, but man, I was like completely captivated.
That's why it won a Pulitzer. It's a fantastic story.
Yeah, and I thought really well shot and obviously really well acted.
Yeah.
I mean, I think because it was a play, the guys got together and rehearsed. And I mean, these are all, everybody on this cast list is a heavy hitter.
Yeah, big time. Yeah, 8.5. Man, that's awesome. Too bad Kurt Russell wasn't in this. Huh, boss?
Man, he would have been a great boss for this. I would have loved.
Stand clear of the leads, boss.
I have no complaints about Kurt Russell. I like Kurt Russell.
Just know Kurt Russell with an eye patch and a Speedo.
God, a freaking Speedo. The car that he borrowed that drove off the dock.
I like how the car had the one eye, just like him.
the one headlight out. All right, best scenes. This honestly, man, this movie flowed so well. I went and rewatched the first 5 minutes because I was like, was that all at one take, steady cam? It wasn't.
Yeah,
they cut between
like
different cameras, but it was. I thought it was because it just flowed. Like the camera, the multi cameras caught people moving from place to place and would literally, one conversation would happen like over on stage left, and then one person would walk across the stage and the camera would go with them and they would talk to another person and then they would cut to that second conversation, but there was no
right.
Like the camera didn't jump from place to place; it moved,
right?
And it just seemed like
they were talking about how they tried to film it like a play. So they knew that the cinematographer was going to move, the director were going to move the camera, and so they had to specifically place all of the stuff, like in the office where all the stuff was on the desks. all the stuff on the walls. They had to make sure, hey, whose desk is going to face which way and all that stuff. And they wanted to make sure everybody was going to get, they wanted to get an establishing shot of, Alec Baldwin. And then they got to make sure that they can establish another shot behind him with the other characters in it to make sure you could see where he's actually talking and follow him around. Dude, it was it flowed like you were literally watching a play.
Yeah. And movie sets are normally, probably everyone has seen something that illustrates this, but it's like a diorama, right? There's a wall missing, and that's where all the lights and the camera and the booms and the director, that's where everyone is. But in the main set in the office, there were actually 4 walls, and they shot in all directions.
Yeah.
So you could tell that you couldn't just stage one side of the desk. The whole thing had to work. And they talked about what kind of stuff would be on your desk and what kind of chair they would sit in. And Al Pacino's desk faced a different direction. And he was like, "Oh, I want my desk drawers to have locks because this guy doesn't trust anybody. He wants to lock all his stuff up."
Right.
All that little stuff. But yeah, you could tell that immediately. I could tell that this was originally a play and they wanted it to still look like a play. And normally when people do that as a movie, it doesn't work. But this one really did.
Boy, did it. Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I don't normally like it. And the weird thing was how sometimes they I don't want to say classically trained. You know how when classically trained singers try to sing a regular song, it'll sound like they're enunciating every syllable, or they're saying a hard R where you normally wouldn't, and stuff like that. Normally when it's a play and people are used to being on stage, it sounds like that to me. I can almost tell, but this wasn't like that. And I thought, dude, it was really good. So what's your first best scene?
I had the open, the first 5 minutes, it established all the major characters started at the phone booth of the Chinese restaurant where they're making their sales calls.
Yeah.
And then goes to the bar of the Chinese restaurant where Al Pacino's already selling the guy. You don't know that's what he's doing. They're just having a conversation. And then it goes across the street and it goes to the office. And you get every character in both of the main locations in the first 5 minutes. And I watched it twice because I was just I don't even understand what's going on. Why is this so engrossing?
Right. Why do you want to keep watching? It's the actors is the answer. They're killing it, dude.
Yeah, but everything, man. The set design, the cinematography, the direction, the whole thing.
Agreed. Yeah, they killed it. That was a really great scene. There was a part at one point, and the whole time I'm leads, what the hell are they even talking about? What are the leads again? What are we talking? I mean, I know kind of what that is, but I didn't know what was going on. And then it all started coming back to me about halfway through. Yeah, they set it up perfectly to establish what the whole story was going to be about.
Yeah, obviously we're freaking idiots. I don't even know how you, what kind of life experience do you have to have as a playwright to go, I'm going to write an updated version of Death of a Salesman where everyone swears a lot and it's about these real estate guys who want the good leads and the manager won't give them to them.
So you steal them. Yeah.
That's such a weird concept. I don't even know where it comes from.
Yeah, that's such a small niche group of people that would personally identify with that it's weird that it's so popular.
To me, it seems like it would be easier to come up with the idea for Toy Story where the toys come to life when no one's paying attention than this movie.
Right. No, agreed. And then he keeps adding to it. So Jack Lemmon's wife's sick. He's going to call the hospital and he's going to get the money. So there's that level of stress right there. And then you gotta do this or get fired. All of those stressors keep getting added. And it just brings it to a boiling point. It's really good. And I don't know anything about real estate. And the whole time I was I guess this must be what it's really like. Is that what people that watch football movies? They're oh, everybody throws like that. And they're no, that's just Keanu Reeves. He's not a good quarterback.
Yeah, I go, all right. We have our 3-inch D-ring binder, and inside of it are 4 plays: pass left, pass right, run left, run right. Don't throw it to Stonehands.
Don't throw it to Stone. I'm not bequeathing it to you. I'm letting you borrow it.
Yeah. Speaking of ratcheting up the intensity and stuff. Wait, did you say your first scene and I forgot it already?
No, I didn't. Go ahead.
Okay, cool. No, dude, I already went. You go.
No, just tell me about your ratcheting up the stressors.
Well, it's my second scene.
Oh, okay.
It's the Coffees for Closers.
Well, that's my first scene, so that's fine. Coffees for Closers is my scene.
because that scene was not in the play.
Yeah.
And Alec Baldwin asked David Mamet, he's like, you won a Pulitzer with this play. Why would you write more stuff?
Why change? Why keep fixing it until it's broken?
Yeah. And Mamet said that scene was going to ratchet up the tension for the rest of the movie because you knew that 2 of the 4 salesmen were going to lose their job. First prize is Cadillac El Dorado. Second prize is a set of steak knives. Third prize is you're fired.
Right. Yeah.
So he wrote that scene to ratchet up the tension level, just like you said. And then Alec Baldwin came in and freaking crushed it.
Yeah. Boy, did he. I put that one down also. Only because that's what everybody remembers from this.
Yeah.
It's also in my quotes, though, so we'll talk more about it. What's your next one?
Yeah, it's in my quotes also. It's hard not to. The third one is also, it's kind of a scene and kind of a quote, but I'll go ahead and do it here. It's where Ed Harris and Alan Arkin are at the bar and they're talking about like robbing the leads.
Wait, can I just say I love Alan Arkin?
Dude, me too.
What? I don't know how you do what he does. Like, from the thing that he's doing in this movie to like America's Sweethearts, where he's like, I am the babbling brook with the flower floating in the water. Like, when he just delivers it perfect every time. I just want to say Alan Arkin's my jam, and I really like him.
He's one of those actors who's so good that I never remember that he's in a movie until I see him on screen.
Right, yes.
And I go, oh shit, Alan Arkin, that's awesome. I forgot he was in this.
Yeah.
And then he just does his thing and he disappears and I forget about him until the next time I see him and I go, hell yes, he's back.
I don't know. I want to get like Alan Arkin. Who's the guy from MASH? Alan Alda.
Alan Alda?
I want him to read a story. I want Alan Arkin to read a story. I want Danny DeVito to read a story. I just like their voices. And they all have very distinct, I don't know, ways of speaking. God, that dude is specifically is on a short list of who I want to read stories to me. But carry on. So Alan Arkin, Ed Harris.
But yeah, Alan Arkin and Ed Harris are 2 of the 4 salesmen, and they're talking about stealing the leads and taking them to a rival across town at the Chinese restaurant because both of them are facing getting fired.
Right.
And they're going, and so one of them's like, he's like, I'll just take him and I'll go across the streets to Jerry Graff. And the other guy's like, what do you mean? Have you talked to him about this? And he's like, yeah, are you actually talking about this? Or no, are we talking about this? It's like, no, we're speaking about it as an idea. As an idea. We're not actually talking about it.
Right.
No. Talking about it as a robbery. As a robbery? No.
We're just speaking about it. Yeah, that's when they're like sitting in the car and the rain's like pelting the thing and they're talking about it or speaking about it.
They're talking about it in the car and then they're talking about it in the Chinese restaurant at the bar. And dude, just, I don't know, man, the way that goes back and forth and they keep interrupting each other and it's just, are we talking about it? Are we talking about it or are we talking about it?
All those back and forths are so good. Yeah.
They're so good.
Yeah, really, really fast back and forth.
I mean, I don't know if that's a scene or a quote or neither, but I just
that's definitely
really like
that's definitely a both. Dude, I had 2 more. One was when Jack Lemmon goes to the boyfriend, the stepdad from Rookie of the Year, whatever that actor's name is.
Yeah.
He goes to his house because that's one of the leads that he has. That's one of the crap leads, not the good leads.
Yeah.
This is like a Rio Rancho.
The old busted joint.
Yeah, this is a Rio Rancho lead. He needs the good Glengarry leads.
Yes.
And he goes there and man, he walks in and he's just like he kills the whole, I'm going to talk so much that you don't get a word in edgewise so I can try to control where everything goes, which is totally a salesman's tactic. And I hate it. But
yeah,
like he was like, oh, you go fishing? Yeah. I like this. Oh yeah. I go fishing sometimes. And he's like taking his jacket off and like taking his hat off and he's like getting comfortable. He's like, so when's the wife coming home from the PTA? Oh yeah. We talked about it. This is a really good. And he's like, just keeps going really quickly. And how Rookie of the Year dad just shuts him down. That was really good. Cause I don't know how somebody can take that kind of rejection constantly and still be able to push forward.
Yeah, dude, I did in college direct sales for, I don't know, like a year and a half, maybe something like that, maybe 2 years.
Yeah, dude, I still have that knife. I have that knife still.
Yeah, dude, I have a bunch of them. But no, it was like that. You would call people and you would go like, hey, so-and-so, I'm a student at local university and I have a chance for a scholarship. Can I talk to you for a few minutes? And then you would make an appointment and you would go to their house and you go like, if you just watch my presentation, I get credit for my scholarship. And the presentation is you're trying to sell them knives.
Right.
And I was like, whatever, 18. So I was like, sure, fine, whatever. I'll give it a shot. And they're like, if the people don't buy, they'll pay you, and if they do buy, you get commission. But really, they never pay you; you just get commission. And actually, the knives were pretty great, I thought, at that time. So I was like, this is good stuff. If people want it, it's fine. And if they don't, yeah, dude, it was whatever 25 years ago, and I've sent mine in, and they've come back to me razor sharp. So it wasn't like freaking snake oil or whatever. But also, I didn't like it because you had to get into the house using a pretext that wasn't really the case.
Right.
Like, there was technically a scholarship. Everything you were telling them was true, but not really. It was just like technically true, but technically kind of really not.
That's horrible.
Yeah. So like, it wasn't too long before I was like, I don't really feel like doing this anymore. But it literally was like that. You would go into the house, you would do the thing, but it wasn't like high pressure. Like, if you don't buy this, my wife can't get her blood pressure medicine.
Right.
But you definitely got to the point where you'd be like, what do I got to do to put you into this set of knives today? We have financing options available. Oh, your husband's not here? Well, maybe we give him a call, or I'll come back later when he's home. And dude, I hated it.
Yeah.
Even though I was good at it because I actually thought it was good knives, but I didn't like the feeling that you were talking people into stuff, and I just couldn't do it anymore. And I didn't have to support anyone. I was a kid, so my parents were never going to let me go hungry. Right. It was just for extra money.
Yeah.
But dude, and I think that's why I like this movie so much, because I know a little bit about what the world of direct commission-based sales is like, and what those guys must have been feeling like, knowing they had to support their family and they needed people to answer the phone and let them in the house and then sell to them.
Yeah, it's so... And dude, if anybody in this movie conveyed how tough it was Jack Lemmon. Like, he did a great job. Like, the whole time I was like, this dude needs it. He needs it. And you can tell he needs somebody to buy it. And dude, and you know me, and everyone who listens to this podcast probably has a sense, I don't want to sell people on stuff. It's like, hey, I like this. If you don't, that's great. Yeah. Or like, we have a Patreon. If you like what we're doing, you want to give us $5 a month, that's awesome. If you don't, that's also awesome. I don't care. It's fine. Because we're in the position where we can.
Right. And also I just, dude, I would hate to have that feeling again. And even my wife, who's a real estate agent and broker and is in direct sales commission only, she's never is like, let me figure out. She's like, if you want the house, we'll get the house. If you don't want the house, we'll look for another one. It's fine. Like, right. It's not high pressure at all. People call her and go, we need a house. Will you help us? And she's like, hell yeah, that sounds awesome. Like, it's not like, knocking on people's doors, selling them shit they don't want that isn't a good investment.
Yeah.
So I don't know, man.
Did you ever cut shoes in half to just show them like, I'm going to buy that knife and cut all my shoes in half? Like, it was...
I don't know if I have a knife that'll cut through a pair of shoes. We cut through leather and we cut through rope.
Ah, nice.
And I think we had like heavy duty scissors, which I still have at my house in Nashville.
Yeah.
That we used to cut through pennies.
Ooh, nice. I don't
think they'll still do that.
I think that's illegal. Yeah, dude, we have a couple. I think you did it. You gave the presentation to my parents, and I think they gave me the knives because I still have them, and we sent them off twice so far, and they've come back where chefs could do that. I could throw it and stab into the counter, into the cabinet. It's they're great knives. I can't believe I would hate to do what you did. Like, to be able to, like, on the phone is one thing, but man, having to go into their house and look into their eyes, I don't think I could do that.
The phone was the part that I liked the least because I don't like talking on the phone.
We should have.
But the actual, like, going to the people, dude, the going to the houses, I was fine with.
No, Pat. You know what? I say that, but also I used to disguise my voice. So I'd be like, yeah, how you doing? This is Peter. I'm calling from CVS. I want to know if you need your Viagra filled. Like, I would say it like that, which is probably not the right way to do it because people would call back and be like, yes, Peter called me. I was just returning his call. So yeah, Jack Lemmon got turned down a bunch, and I don't understand how he could stick with it. The last scene I had was Al Pacino. He's got his, his mark, the person he's trying to sell to throughout the whole movie.
Yeah.
And he's he's already signed the papers, sent off the check to the bank and all that stuff. And he comes back to the thing to tell him, hey, Al Pacino, I'm very sorry, but my wife says I need to get the money back. She's had second thoughts, and I have 3 days. And when he walks in, Al Pacino sees him and tells Jack Lemmon right away. He's like, listen, I'm selling you something from Rio Rancho, and just lie. We're going to do it, right? And he walks up and he goes, hey, how you doing, buddy? And then, like, they go back and forth right there, making it all up as they go.
Yeah.
Fantastic. I mean, of course, super shady, but that was fantastic. Again, I would like to reiterate that I don't like shady sales tactics, but they friggin' killed it.
Manipulative, high pressure, direct sales is a brutal business. And this, I think, probably shows it the way that it really was, and probably also the way that it really is.
Oh, yeah. Dude,
but dude, they did such a good job.
I have one word for you. Thunder Cuckoo Falcon Bird.
Hey, I think it's great that you don't care about people questioning your sexual identity.
No, I care. I care a lot.
I care plenty. I just don't know how to make them stop. Yeah, she's beautiful coffee. The luxury model just has so much more.
Who wants margaritas?
No dog food for Victor tonight.
And they're jumping in the office and his freaking head explodes. Oh my God, what a great episode. Oh, great, the hypochondriac's back. What's wrong? My lead pipe hurts.
My lead pipe hurts.
Oh, man. All right, so yeah, great, fantastic scenes for everyone.
Yeah, and that ties right into my first best character, which is Jack Lemmon.
Yeah.
Like, his ability to go from, like, foul-mouthed sad sack who's terrified of being fired to, like, aw shucks VP selling land.
Yeah.
To, like, whoever, like, doing the, like, don't tell me you don't remember me because I sure as heck if I remember you, Ned the head. And if you got some life insurance, you can always use a little bit more. Am I right? Right. And then he goes from that straight to, like, he gets the sale, and now he's like king of the hill, sales legend.
Yeah. The machine.
He just changed gears so seamlessly. It was kind of unbelievable.
His character was the inspiration for the Simpsons character, Gil Gunderson.
Nice.
Yeah, dude. I had Shelley the Machine Levine also as one of my favorite characters. Are we going to skip over quotes, by the way? Or are we going back to them?
Yeah, let's go back to it.
Okay, whatever.
I just did it out of order. My bad.
Just making sure. No, Jack Lemmon kills it, and he's a fantastic actor. One of Will's favorites, by the way.
Like, his kind of heyday was a little bit before our time, so we kind of just caught the tail end.
Right.
But, dude, he was still in a bunch of stuff that I loved.
Yeah.
Like, like Grumpy Old Men.
That's what I was going to say. That's my first foray into his stuff.
Yeah. So, I mean, like, obviously I missed, like, The Odd Couple, that's 1960s. Some Like It Hot, 1950s. But, yeah, even late career Jack Lemmon that we caught was freaking great.
Yeah. Yeah, he is a great actor, and he absolutely killed it in this.
Who's your next?
My next best one is Alec Baldwin as Blake, because he made an indelible mark on this movie in only 7 minutes. The coffee is for closers thing is something that people use to like audition for stuff, and they do it in like acting classes and stuff. It's that good. So I put him down. He killed it. Plus, dude, I love Alec Baldwin.
I do too. It's an iconic all-time monologue. It's a great scene. He's absolutely one of my characters. I mean, it's for the amount of time on screen versus how much you remember his part of the movie. It's right up there with John Lovitz in League of Their Own.
Yeah.
Who's like in 12 minutes of the movie, and you always think about John Lovitz in that movie.
Yeah.
Like, this is the same thing.
Yeah, yeah.
Honestly, I had in my notes, like, he was gone by minute 16. And the fact that this movie was so enjoyable for the next, 84 minutes is a testament to how good everyone else is and how good the writing was. Because when this scene happened that early in the movie, I was like, oh, shit. I wonder if this movie's going to get really bad after this.
No.
And it did not.
No, it did not.
It was fantastic.
No, it didn't. Yeah, dude, he freaking killed it. That whole, like, slick hair back, greasy guy who was probably... he drove an $80,000 red BMW that's parked right outside, like that whole thing.
Yeah, he was like, "You see this watch? This watch is worth more than your car."
Yeah, like that's that kind of stuff. To me, it seems like he was probably mortgaged to the hilt and like leasing that car, and probably wasn't as good as he said. But maybe he was. You never know. Like he
was definitely like Michael Douglas in Wall Street. He was freaking up to his eyeballs in debt.
Yeah. But he did a great job of conveying how, like looking down on those guys and like really putting it on them. Dude, he killed it. It was really good.
When Alec Baldwin talked about the cast was really close, he was only on set for a couple days, and he was like, because of the way the scene went, that they really didn't want to.
They didn't hang out with him. Yeah, I saw that.
And he was like, I just like idolized Jack Lemmon, and I wished that I could have gone and hung out with him, but I could tell from the look I got when I walked past him that it wasn't going to happen, but it was just like, you're just there to play the part, and that actually served the part. But I was like, dude, that's funny. He did such a good job. They're like, this guy, I don't even want to hang out with him.
Yeah, dude, there's a part in that scene where Jack Lemmon says something like, the leads are weak. And Jack Lemmon's expression when Alec Baldwin starts talking to him is a genuine expression.
Yeah.
Because he wasn't going to say it the way he said it. And man, he let Jack Lemmon have it. And he was like the director was like, that was his actual reaction. We kept it in the film. Because Jack Lemmon's like, well, the leads are weak. He's like, the leads are weak? The fucking leads are weak? You're weak. I've been in this business 15 years. I'm like, holy shit. He's like letting this dude have it.
That would be so hard if it was an actor that you really liked and respected that was like 30 years older than you. You're just going to like dog cuss him and make him sound like an idiot.
Yeah.
And then you leave. And the director said that when Alec came with him to rehearse the scene the first time, they were just going to read through it together. He'd already memorized it. And he said that, so Alec just delivered it without holding a script.
Yeah.
And the director just stopped him. He's like halfway through, he's like, forget it. Forget rehearsal. Yeah. We're done. Just show up and do that. But he was like, he just had it.
Yeah.
Just,
and then,
like,
he said like when he did the first take, he was like, it was exactly like we had just practiced. He did it the same way. Yeah, that was a good part. I want to watch that scene again because it's been a few days and it's sinking in better.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch the whole thing again, honestly, because I really feel like there was a lot of this that I didn't get a chance to enjoy as much as I would have liked.
Yeah.
It's one thing about the podcast is like, it's cool to go watch these movies that I wouldn't have watched, but taking notes takes me out of it.
Right.
So
right.
I would like to rewatch a lot of them, actually.
Yeah, just get into it. Yeah. Who's your third one?
My third one is Pacino.
Me too. Ricky Roma.
Dude, it was such a textbook Pacino role where he's like really smooth and gravelly for parts of it, and then he's like, the inches we need are all around us. Like he just like has his yelling parts too.
Yeah.
And also like he was the guy that got the movie made because he had the same agent as the director, and he found the script by David Mamet, which really no one wanted to make. And he met with the director and was like, I really want to do this.
Yeah.
And the director was like, I saw it on Broadway. I don't know. I didn't like it that much. And he's like, and Pacino's like, no, he wrote some new stuff. You got to go and read it. And he had written the Alec Baldwin scene.
Yeah.
And the director was like, all right, sweet, done.
Yeah, dude. But Pacino, first of all, is fantastic, always. Yeah. But that when you said like the quintessential Al Pacino, where he's like always touching like the front of his pants, and he's like leaning back. And he's leaning, and then he leans forward, and he's always like touching the arm, and he's like getting close, licking his lips, making direct eye contact. I freaking, there's very little things that I couldn't watch Al Pacino do.
And this is such a good, I think if you were trying to cast, like if I wanted to put on a production of this in Nashville and there's like 6 parts, I think everybody would want to play any of the 6.
Yeah. There's
like all of the parts are great.
Right. There's nobody would say like, oh, I'm not playing that.
Yeah, like every one of them has important, awesome, funny, cool stuff to do.
Yeah.
And every one of them gets to yell at all the other ones.
Yes, I was talking to the kids and my wife, and I was like, listen, when we do the quotes for the movie that I just watched that has 138 F words, should I like change it when I say the quotes, or should I like leave it out or make JT beep it? Like, what should we do? Because it's a lot of F words. And they all said,
it's a lot.
They all said, like, Jake's like, that sounds like the best part. I was like, all right, calm down. He would love to be able to just say like, well, I didn't want to say it, but it's part of the quote and I have to. So yeah. What quotes you got? What's your first quote?
3 for 3 on the characters, by the way. That doesn't happen.
Yeah. We knocked it. Has that ever happened before?
I'm sure it has.
When you said Al Pacino, I was like, I wonder if we ever did that before.
Honestly, man, the one I already did was with the 2 going back and forth. Are we talking about this, or we're just speaking about it as an idea? Yeah. We're not actually talking about it. I had that one, and then I had the 2 that I've already said multiple times. Coffee is for closers. First prize is a Cadillac El Dorado. Second prize is a set of steak knives. Third prize is you're fired.
Yeah.
There are other great quotes that I could have captured, but I just thought those are so iconic.
So this is my thing. Obviously, it's the way he's saying it. Because remember, we always talk about like, hey, why do we quote this movie so much? Is it what they're saying or how they're saying it?
Yeah.
It's definitely how Alec Baldwin's saying this. Because like, he is just, like you said, just putting down on these guys so hard. But the way he delivers it just kills it. Like, it's not just put the coffee down. It's like the way he says it.
Dude, yeah, he goes, put the coffee down.
Right.
Like he puts the emphasis on every single word. He enunciates it perfectly.
Yeah. And that was the first one I had too. And I didn't know like, hey, is JT going to stop me if I start reading this whole monologue? Like, I don't, like, I could read the whole thing.
The whole 7 minutes.
I love when he's like, it's really good.
There was a bunch of, you could see why everyone uses it for monologues when they're auditioning for stuff, because there's so much of it that's brilliant. It's like, I made $970,000 last year.
Yeah. He's like, what's your name? F you, that's my name. You know why, mister? You drove a Hyundai to get here. I drove an $80,000 red BMW that's parked right outside. That's my name. And what's your name? Wanting? You can't play the man's game. You can't close him. It's like, holy shit, this guy's good. I want to start selling stuff. I need the leads. Give me the good leads. I don't even know what to say. Because like I've always said after watching 30 Rock, which, by the way, Joe, I got to give a shout out to Joe, because every time I watch 30 Rock, I was like, how can I say I didn't like this show? And the whole time, Joseph Spangler was like, dude, you should just give it another try. It's really good. And I'm like, nah, I'm not gonna. And then I watched it, and now it's like one of my favorites. I always want to be able to be as calm and as cool and deliver the perfect punchline like Alec Baldwin does in that show. Like his character kills it. And I'd love to be able to do that. In this movie, I want to be able to talk like him. Like I want to be able to yell at my students like he yells at these guys and have the same effect.
The dialogue is great. Like the text on the page is great, but his delivery and his timing is also fantastic.
Dude, I think the other thing is like it's condescending.
Yeah.
Like the whole thing has like questions in it where he's like, put the coffee down. Coffee is for closers. You think I'm fucking with you? I am not fucking with you. I'm here from downtown. Like, and he says, your name Levine? Like he just keeps asking, you laughing now? You get the picture? Like stuff like that, where he's just constantly hitting them with like, it's so demeaning.
Dude, there were so many times in this movie where one person was speaking to another person, and I kept thinking like, are they going to punch him? Because I feel like if you said stuff like that to someone in real life, even if it was at your sales office and everyone was wearing a 3-piece suit, someone would take a swing at you.
Right.
Because they were just literally like, dude, they were MFing and like sucking and dog cussing one another up and down the entire 100 minutes of this movie.
Yeah.
And I was like, holy shit, this is like when we used to have Christmas with my Italian side of the family.
Yeah, dude, this sounds, I mean, obviously there's a lot more MFers than we drop at my house, but
yeah,
we curse like sailors over here. And dude, the whole time I was like, man, that's really good. That's some good cursing. Because, you know, some people don't like cursing at all. And I don't understand that, because it's a great form of expression. There's definitely a time and place. But yeah, we both have coffee is for closers. You have the thing where they're talking about robbing the place. What, do you got anything else?
My third one was first prize is Cadillac El Dorado.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
You get a Cadillac, or you get a set of steak knives, or you're fired if you come in third place. Out of a cannon, into the sun.
Into the sun. That's not so bad. Oh. I had two other ones. My two other ones were Ricky Roma, Al Pacino quotes. One, Shelley the Machine Levine comes in and he's talking to Ricky Roma. He's talking to Al Pacino, and Jack Lemmon was saying something about, and she gave me some crumb cake. And he goes, it seems like a throwaway line, but it seems, it just makes it better. And he goes, how was the crumb cake? He goes, oh, it's from the store. He goes, fuck her. Like, I was just like, what? Why even have that in there? We're never going to see the lady. We're never going to see her crumb cake. We don't see that scene, but that fleshes it out. It just shows you exactly what the people he's dealing with don't even have the decency to make a nice crumb cake for you. It's from the store.
And also, like, what the salesmen think about the leads that they're contacting, like how much they care about. Really, you don't have to wonder whether it's a great investment. It's definitely not, because they don't give a fuck about these people.
Yeah, they do not care about them at all.
He comes back and like they can't wait to tell the story about how he sat down and convinced them to write the check. And he's like, I just told him I'll sell you all 8, but I'm not selling any less than that. He's like, $84,000.
I held the pen for 20 minutes. We didn't move. So I had that Ricky Roma quote. And then the last one I had is right after He Who Shall Not Be Named comes out and talks to Al Pacino and ruins his sale. The guy's back in his office and he says, no, we already sent it down to the bank. And then the guy leaves and Al Pacino just lets him have it.
Yeah.
And he lets him have it with so many filthy words.
So many. And he's like, I don't know whose cousin you are, but I'm going downtown.
Yeah. And he starts it off, he just looks at him and it's like quiet for like a beat. And then you hear him go, you stupid fucking cunt. You, Williamson, I'm talking to you, shithead. You cost me $6,000. $6,000 in one Cadillac. That's right. Oh, he just, and he calls him like a stupid fucking like 3 more times. It's so great. I don't know whose dick you're sucking on, and you're going out. I swear to you, you're gone. He lets him have it for like a whole nother paragraph after that.
Yeah, there's a lot more to it.
Yeah, there's a lot more F-bombs. And then he ends it with, you're a fucking child, and walks out. I was like, what a mic drop. Like that was everybody's always wanted to do that to the manager that's not their big boss, but their direct boss. Everybody's always wanted to do that. And man, let me tell you, if I called my wife that, who is my direct boss right now, she would be very upset. So I'm not going to do that. But
I talk to my direct boss like that all the time because I'm self-employed.
Right. Yeah.
So, we
I talk to your boss like that too.
We've had a lot of conversations that go like that. You stupid son of a bitch.
Yeah. I have that a lot also. So to put it in perspective, it's all Al Pacino quotes, Jack Lemmon quotes, and Alec Baldwin quotes.
Yeah.
And other than that, it's only Ed Harris quotes and Alan Arkin quotes.
Yeah.
And there's nothing else. What else you got?
That's it for me, man. Let's do writer, director, actor stuff.
Yeah.
Let's. I think we covered all of it, really. The David Mamet, the playwright, screenwriter, and director. Pretty good resume. You won a Pulitzer for this one. I honestly still, to this day, don't know if it's Pulitzer or Pulitzer.
Pulitzer. I say Pulitzer.
I do too. So let's roll with that.
Because I think it's like when they say it all together, Pulitzer Prize winning.
Yeah.
Nobody says Pulitzer, do they?
Yeah, some people do, but I'm fine with Pulitzer.
Pulitzer.
He's been nominated for multiple Oscars for Best Adapted Screenplay. He's in the American Theater Hall of Fame. He wrote screenplays for The Untouchables, Hoffa, The Edge, Wag the Dog, Ronin, Hannibal, a bunch of stuff.
Did you see Spartan? It's got Val Kilmer in it. There's like a government guy, like a high senator or something, and they steal his daughter, and Val Kilmer's got to get it back. Dude, it's way good. You need to find it.
Nice. When did that come out?
2004.
Nice. Yeah, I'll definitely go look that.
Yeah, you would. I mean, you like Val Kilmer as much as I do. So
yeah, I freaking love Val Kilmer.
And this it's a really, really good movie.
I don't have anything else because we talked about all the actors. I mean, Ed Harris is in this. He's great. We didn't talk about him,
right?
Really, other than that one quote that I did that he's in with Alan Arkin. They were both great. They just they didn't quite make the top 3 out of 6. So.
Yeah. He's a great actor. Even Jonathan Pryce, Sir Jonathan Pryce, the guy who plays the Mark, the Al Pacino.
Yeah, he was really.
He's
good.
even a great actor. He's a great actor.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
you got any other good?
I wanted to mention a few things. Yes, the title of the film comes from the name of the 2 real estate developments that are being peddled by the salesman, and it's Glengarry Highlands and Glen Ross Farms. Those are the 2. Because for the life of me, I can remember not understanding why it's called that, and I assumed it was something to do with Scotch, but I was incorrect. Glen is just a friggin' valley or something, isn't it? Like a meadow. Yeah. So like Glengarry Highlands and Glen Ross Farms. That's why it's named that. The other thing I wanted to mention is the coat check girl in the very beginning is the only female to appear in the movie at all. And then they had 3 weeks of rehearsals for this movie, which is unheard of. And they shot it in a little over a month, 39 days.
The Glengarry, Glen Ross thing. I remembered the Glengarry leads, but Wendy even asked me after I had seen the movie, why is it called Glengarry, Glen Ross? And I was like, honestly, Glengarry was like one of the developments they were working on. They talked about a Glen Ross development too, but they didn't mention Glen Ross very much in the movie. Glengarry they mentioned throughout the whole thing. So I'm like, I think he just liked the alliteration.
Yeah, and it's.
She was like, "Why is it called that?" I was like, "Honestly, I don't know."
Yeah, I didn't realize I had this note here. Also, you talked about how it looked like it was a play. It says the film was shot almost entirely in sequence, and most scenes were shot in a single take and then cut up in editing to try to replicate the theatrical flow and cadence of the dialogue. So that's awesome.
I also saw that they didn't know, no one was real sure. Like the exteriors were shot in Brooklyn, and if you saw like a police car drove by, it was like NYPD, and the street signs were like from New York. But because I think the play was based in Chicago, and and they all talk about like all the real estate deals are like, oh, I'm in for Florida, I'm in for just the night. They don't ever mention where they are. That a lot of people thought that the movie was set in Chicago, even though it's meant to be set in New York.
Well, I was trying to figure that out too, because like in the background, as soon as I thought it, the next like little camera cut had a map of Florida behind the guy's head when he was leaving, and I was like, oh, well, maybe this is Florida. And then he says, I'm coming in from Florida, and I was like, oh shit, maybe he's not in Florida. Fuck, I don't know where. I don't know where any of this
I think
is.
the development must have been in Florida, and they were pretending like that's where they were based out of. And it's like, hey, I'm here for the night, and
just more shadiness.
Yeah, the whole thing.
I don't like it. I got no other good.
All right, let's do the worst. I don't have a lot of worst. Do you have worst scenes or worst characters?
He Who Should Not Be Named.
Yes.
John Williamson is the character.
Yeah.
He was a really crappy guy.
Yeah.
I mean, I know it seems like he's just kind of doing his job, but he was pretty bad.
He was. Verbal Kent, he who shall not be named, played a character who was not a good person, which it seems like what we know now, that was not a stretch for him as an actor.
Yeah, he was killing it. I also put that not really a bad guy, but the client, James Link, played by Jonathan Pryce. Like that sucks that you got to go back in there and say like, my wife changed her mind.
That's the downside of high pressure sales. You spend a whole day getting the guy drunk and convincing him to give you a bunch of money. And then like he goes home and tells his wife, and his wife's like, absolutely not. Go get the money back. We have 3 days, according to the Attorney General. And like, if you don't get the money back, don't come home.
3 business days.
3 business days. But what day is today? Well, what day did you write the check? When would they check it? When's the earliest they would cash the check? Should we say today? Let's say today.
Oh man. I like the dialogue in this movie.
Dude, the dialogue is so good.
That's all I had for. I didn't have worse scenes. All the scenes were cool.
I didn't either. I didn't have any effects. There's no effects in this.
You know how I feel about the rain.
I know
I could see the rain thing. I could see it.
Yeah, especially when he got out of the car, you could tell it was like they drove the car into a giant shower and
fix
then
it.
Yeah,
just fix it. That's all I'm asking is fix it. Old tech alert. I saw there's a payphone.
They're using payphones. Yeah.
Yeah. He had a cell phone. Al Pacino had a cell phone that he had to pull the antenna out of. I like that. And in the very beginning, in that scene that you like, inside the bathroom when they're talking, one of them, I want to say it was Ed Harris, sprays Banaka into his mouth. I didn't think anybody used anything other than that for a flamethrower, like when you sprayed it over a lighter. That's the only old tech I had.
Yeah. Political incorrectness, lots of homophobic slurs, including one in Alec Baldwin's 7-minute monologue.
He uses the F word.
Yeah.
The bad F word.
They're like, probably in another 15 years, there'll be other things they say in this movie that we aren't supposed to say anymore. Right. But at this moment in 2022, the homophobic slurs are the things that you would have to take out.
Right. Also, they mentioned the Chinks restaurant, which is probably not good.
Yeah.
And all of the Indians named Patel never buy anything.
Yes.
So I figured those were all things that we probably shouldn't bring it up that way. But maybe.
Both good catches. And then I also have to mention that there are 7 speaking parts in this movie. Every one of them is a white man.
Right. I tried to. It's hard to pick. I don't want to trade out any of these actors though. They're all pretty good.
No, I don't either. But I just think even with a small cast, when there's literally zero diversity, it's worth pointing out because in 2022, that's one thing that we try to do a better job of.
Right. Absolutely. Even if it's just 10% of the population, they should have been one of those people in there in the movie.
Yeah. Got anything else?
Yeah. Just a couple of things. One, I don't like how it's all about the money and it's capitalism and it's just friggin' balls to the wall, and that's the only thing that matters. I hate that. The constant rejection we talked about, that stinks. Also, like when Jack Lemmon's like making his calls and he pretends to talk to his secretary, and he's like, Judy, go ahead and get me a couple of first class flights. And
Grace.
Yeah. And like he does that whole thing. Do people respond better to people that have lots of money?
They absolutely do.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
to me, it seems like I guess I don't want somebody who's like wicked poor, because then I'm like, all right, this guy didn't know what he's doing.
Like Captain Ron.
Right. You don't want Captain
Clearly
Ron selling
doesn't know
you
what the hell
real
he's
estate.
doing. Rolls
Right.
up in a car with one headlight missing that's smoking.
Yeah. Yes. But I don't want somebody who's super wealthy, because then I'm like, okay, this guy, the reason he's all wealthy is because he took all my friggin' money.
Yeah, see, but I think that's where you're not like most people. Like, see, like when I hire people to come give me quotes for projects that we're doing, if a guy rolls up in like a $40,000 truck that's like all painted with his logo and stuff, I think a lot of people go like, this guy's really successful and very professional. But I go, he's going to charge me more because he's got to pay for that.
Is $40,000 a lot for a truck? I thought
Probably
they were
not.
more than that.
They're probably like $80,000, but I don't know how much stuff costs. But I'm saying like if someone rolls up in a brand new pickup with like that's all decked out and the whole thing's painted with their company name,
right?
I think that I'm unusual in that I go, well, that sucks because that guy's going to charge me more because he's got a lot of overhead.
Right.
But no, I think a lot of the real estate stuff, they think of themselves as in sales, which they are, and they also think they need to present a certain perception to their clients that they do really well. But really what I think it is people want to buy nice cars, and they make an excuse so that they're able to buy nice cars and pretend that it's for their business. When really, as long as you're not driving like a shit box, it doesn't matter.
Nobody cares.
Yeah, dude, Wendy sold all kind of really nice, really expensive houses, driving my parents' old Fiat, tiny little red like sandwich box.
But I'm saying, like, I just don't like if somebody comes in and they're flashing a nice watch. Like, for instance, because I am in a class where I can just push my lessons to the side and say, sure, go ahead and do it.
Yeah.
I let the guy talk for the National Guard.
Yeah.
And dude, when the main guy does it, it's fantastic. The kids love it. He gives them all the information. Then he gets these younger guys to come in who think they can get down on their level, and they start talking about like, yeah, what kind of car do you drive? Really? This is the kind of car I drive, and it's because I'm in the National Guard. I'm like, dude, first of all, go get a job at CVS, and you can also have that car, and you won't have to die for it. Like, you won't have to go move sandbags during a freaking hurricane. Like, you don't need to do that just to drive this car. I know that guy's like, hey, I have 2 jet skis. You can only ride one at a time. I don't understand why you have 2, but like,
yeah, dude, you can drive around Nashville and drive around low income neighborhoods and trailer parks, and there's plenty of nice cars.
Yeah.
Like, you can be broke as shit and still someone will loan you a car at a ridiculous interest rate for a freaking 96-month loan.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, the people I don't understand why somebody having a lot of money is something that would help sell something to me.
Yeah.
And again, maybe I'm different. It's just like a restaurant. If the waiter's really skinny, I'm not listening to them. I need a big fat waiter to tell me what to eat. No.
All right. 5 questions. Is it okay for kids? No.
Absolutely not. I say 17 plus.
No, one of the leads is a child molester. They say the F word 138 times. Say a bunch of gay slurs.
They say the S word 50 times.
They say all the words a lot of times.
Yeah, the S word and all the derivatives. And the F word and all its derivatives.
Yes.
138 times. Would it be a movie?
Would it get remade if it were pitched now?
I submit that it could be.
You think?
Yeah, I think it could.
Okay. I mean, there's nothing, all the concepts work. I mean,
right.
It'd be super cheap to shoot.
Yeah, I think you update just a couple of the references. I mean, obviously you're not doing it for a brand new Cadillac.
Yeah.
You would change stuff like that. But I'm saying, like, you can even update maybe even what they're selling. I don't know what you could do, but
it would definitely be crypto.
Man, don't know how people do that. Some people really like it, and they talk to me about it a lot at school, and I have a lot of other stuff to do.
I spent a lot of time trying to figure out how crypto worked, and I finally decided that the reason that I don't understand it is because it doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't, no. But let me tell you about NFTs.
Why own art if you can own pictures of an art? Make me one art, please. Here's some internet money.
Stop me. I don't know what to tell you.
All right, so it's definitely a movie. Did you have any recast? Man, I was like...
I recast the shit out of it.
All right, good, because I got totally hung up on this. I just was so freaking charmed by this one that I couldn't even contemplate.
No, but this is the thing. I went for the same age. You know how that's how I started off. Yeah. I always look at what age the person was. So for John Williamson, the manager of The Office, I would like Joaquin Phoenix to play that.
Okay.
I really like that guy because I think he can play just a very calm, straight-faced, kind of a little bit crazy.
James Franco could also do that since he's also a shitty person.
Yeah. Smiley, that guy. Ed Harris, I would like Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah.
And then for Alan Arkin, I want Woody Harrelson.
Oh, man.
And then Alec Baldwin. This was the hardest one for me because I kept thinking I'll just leave Alec Baldwin in it because I think he can still do it. I want Russell Crowe because for some reason when that guy gets angry, I believe it because he seems like he has a really short temper in real life. I think he actually does.
Yes, he does. There's like video of him like throwing shit at a hotel clerk.
Yeah, I think that's why I had that in the back of my mind.
And Christian Bale could also play the Alec Baldwin.
Yeah, he could. For Jack Lemmon, for Sheldon, Shelley the Machine Levine, I want Benicio del Toro.
Nice.
Because he's got the, I feel like he can do the Gil Gunderson look, but he could also do the other one. And then for Al Pacino, I want Brad Pitt.
Yeah.
And there's no people of color still, unless you count Benicio del Toro. He's Spanish?
He's brownish.
Yeah, and Leonardo DiCaprio, he is obviously Renaissance Italian. I don't, that's just who I want. If I had a dream team of white people to put back in here, this is what I'm doing. Oh, and Larry Bird.
Yeah, dude, I feel like you should get, like, you're in the right age range for Denzel Washington, as long as you're, like, pulling in a star-studded cast. I just don't know
what does Denzel, what part does he play?
I think he could play the Jack Lemmon part.
You think?
Yeah, because he can switch gears really seamlessly.
Yeah.
But I still want Benicio del Toro. I wonder if Benicio del Toro could be the Al Pacino guy. No, not really. He's not as good a yeller.
Yeah.
He could probably be Alan Alda, though.
Yeah, he could. Alan Arkin?
Alan Arkin. Oh, man. I wanted to give you shit for how star-studded your recast is, but the fact is this original cast had 6 people, and 4 of them were Oscar winners, and 2 of them were Oscar nominees.
Yeah.
So it's actually legit to name the people that you just named as the potential recast.
Yeah, dude, and I would watch it. I would totally watch it.
I think if they tried to remake it, they would screw it up and they would try to make it more about this theft. They try to make it a heist movie instead of just a like snappy back and forth like really it's a character study, you know.
So do you have it? Do you rewrite a lot of it, or you're just leaving most of it?
Dude, I don't think you have to do anything but change the references. I think you could keep the whole script. You maybe would shoot it differently, but God, man, this dialogue, it all works.
If you're not going to change much, then there's no reason to redo it.
Well, that's the thing. Yeah, I mean, if you're going to reshoot the same script with newer actors, it doesn't really make a lot of sense to redo. That's why I was having such a problem with it.
Yeah. Good call. Yeah, dude, I don't know. That's just who I came up with. And I went literally like, Al Pacino, how old was he? All right, let's find somebody in that age range. Oh, cool. Brad Pitt. I like him. He's a dreamboat. Next. Yeah. Like, I just, dude, I would watch both movies again.
Yeah.
The old one and the new one that I just made.
That's a great recast. I think they would so totally screw it up if they tried to remake it because they would mess with the script, which would be disastrous, or they would try to, if they put big names in it, they would want to make it big budget, and it doesn't make sense as a big budget movie. Right.
And dude, as soon as the first person I tried to do was Alan Arkin, and I was like, the way he acts, he's kind of goofy, but not really. And I was like, it's got to be Woody Harrelson. He could play the hell out of that.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sure he'd be keen to take a whack at it too.
Take a whack at it. We're not, are we speaking about it? I don't know. We're talking about it. As an idea.
Can you still watch and enjoy this movie?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. Hardcore, capital yes.
You should definitely watch it with your wife and then ask her if it's high pressure tactics like this in her office.
She would watch it, and I would absolutely watch it again. Like, I don't have time tonight because I'm going to go to bed when we get done recording, but I would watch it again this week.
Agreed.
All right, you can still find it. It's streaming on Hulu.
It's also YouTube.
It's on YouTube if you have YouTube Premium, or otherwise you have to watch ads.
Or you got to watch it for $2.99.
You're going to pay money for it. Yeah, I watched it on Hulu. You watched it on YouTube.
Yeah.
One more movie this season, A Few Good Men.
A Few Good Men.
Just one of my all-time favorites. So
That's
I'm
awesome.
super excited for that.
I've seen almost this whole movie. I don't think I've seen the whole thing.
Oh, dude, it's so good.
I saw it live. You know who I saw? I saw in Hammond somewhere. They did a live production of it, and I went and saw it.
Nice.
If that counts.
I love that we're doing David Mamet and then Aaron Sorkin in our back-to-back close out the year movies.
Yeah, it's a lot of talking.
It's be some top-notch dialogue.
Yeah,
and then we'll do our season 2 review episode, and then we'll be into maybe a year end. Maybe Jeff will do another day in the life of
a little vignette.
Yeah, and then we'll be into 1993, kicking off season 3.
I can't believe it already. I cannot believe it.
I can't believe it. Episode 1 of season 3. How did it happen so fast?
How did it get here so fast? All right. So anything else?
No, that's it.
No,
Feel free to join our Discord. Check out our website, movielifecrisis.com. Talk to us on Twitter. Follow us on Patreon. We will get out a couple more bonus episodes this year. We've got 2 recorded. I just have to finish editing them. So Patreon subscribers, we do have more bonus content coming to you. Yeah. But otherwise, we'll see you guys next time for the last movie of season 2, A Few Good Men.
Awesome. And don't forget, ABC. A, always. B, C, closing. Always be closing.
Bye con Dios.
Bye con Dios.
Thanks for listening to Movie Life Crisis. Please subscribe, rate, and review. And remember, don't drive angry.